black crosses, black crosses, black crosses, crosses, black crosses, the team nauseous.
Spider-Man versus Deku. Now look, chat and YouTube, I've been ducking spoilers all over the internet, alright? I was on vacation. Twitter was talking a lot about this fight. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that Twitter was talking a lot about this fight. So I gotta see what they was cooking up. Honestly, as for who I think is going to win this fight, I mean, I don't know. I also can't tell you. What Spider-Man are they using? Are they using like I think they're using Miles Morales. I don't know how strong Miles is, cause you know how comic book characters are, bro. Whenever you think there's a weak version of them, there's a really strong version of them that's just OP and broken. So I don't know. We gonna watch this and we gonna see what's going on with this. Good thing about this is that even though I haven't finished Academia yet, I am caught up with the anime. So if there's any type of spoilers, I mean, I hope there's no spoilers, but if there is, chat, let me know, please. But yeah, I think I should be good. So but let's just see what's going on with this, bro. Let's watch this. This could be interesting.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right, let's take this from the top again.
This boy's gonna end Deku stuff, and
he was
at the end
bitten
of
by
the
a
video.
radioactive spider,
Alright, bet.
and for who knows how long.
You can get timestamps from me. I'd appreciate it.
A friendly neighbor to all of New
But,
York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when
I love got Deku winning too,
got iced on the job.
The city was left
without
its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world. And now, he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events.
Let's see. Real name, Miles Morales. He's 17, 5'8", graffiti artist, herald of Anansi, teams, champions, ultimates, Avengers. Likes Naruto, DBZ, JoJo's Gwen. Wait, what? Nigga, this is canon? Nigga, wait. Nigga, Miles be watching anime? What the fuck? I didn't know he was on some anime shit. Okay. Yeah, I fuck with that. This likes canon events, GameSpot, and Paul.
Now it was Miles' turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had all the usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete without their web.
Let's see, arsenal abilities, nano mesh vibranium suit, Wakandan web shooters, spider powers, super strength and agility, wall crawling, radar spider sense, invincibility, venom powers, venom punch, venom shock, venom blast, mega venom blast, venom saber, bioelectric webs, absorption, and overdrive. Okay, alright.
Shooters.
Pretty standard.
Peter's Aunt
Nothing we haven't already seen
these
before.
webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All that, trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents! Better yet, loving parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks.
That's true. You know, they didn't say it yet, but yeah, he had loved parents. But wait a minute, hold on. No. His dad died. Yeah, but was that only in the game? I think. Yeah. I think it was his dad who died in the game.
To them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider
it might have happened. It might have happened
Miles
in
has
the movie
a
too. I
variety
think.
of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider was this?
It's not entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linnaeus, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light-speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The King of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is...
See, the one thing I'm going to be wondering is that, even though he has a vibranium suit, is it going to be strong enough to absorb, like, a fucking, you know, a smash attack from fucking, Deku, bro? And I don't think it's going to be able to absorb all that. I don't know. But then again, maybe he can, because, I mean, you know, obviously, we just seen in that clip, you know, Captain America's wings was able to absorb, like, a punch from Hulk, so, I don't know. You know, it's possible.
Thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive,
giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor. No longer standing in the shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up, and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse.
See. Blew up a giant symbiote dragon, lifted most of a building, took hits from giant woman, dodged missiles, lightning, and lasers, stopped inheritors and saved the web of life, saved the alternate universe from his evil clone, won an Oscar. What the fuck? Well, I guess technically speak. From Spider-Man. Okay. Yeah, that's true. No, he did win an Oscar. Defeated the Prowler, Green Goblin, Venom, Mr. Negative, Salim, and Kingpin. Bro, can we talk about how Beyond the Spider-Verse is dropping in literally in 2027, bro? How the fuck is that dropping in 2027? I'm really trying to process that shit. The motherfucker, the niggas delayed it again, bro. They delayed it again, like for another like what, 2 or 3 months. After the fact that after already delaying it for like 3 years, I'm gonna be 30. Oh no, I'm gonna be 29. But like, just the idea of that, bro, is like, bro, I don't even care anymore. I don't even care anymore. Like the hype for it's gone. Like, it's just not there no more, bro. But after I finish the movie, I'm like, yo, next year it's gonna drop. I'm gonna be happy. Nope. Though that I know I have to wait another 3 years for that shit. It's crazy.
quirks, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
Nah, I don't care
There's
for it
anime
anymore.
spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people, a whole lot of them, each with their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led them into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero. But what is a hero? To the citizens of Japan, there
Doesn't
was
say
no one
spoilers
more
for any of My
synonymous
Hero
with the
Academia.
word than their symbol of peace.
It's good that they pointed that out.
The big numeral.
Also, for YouTube, because last time I skipped anything that had to do with, anime, y'all were on my head for it. I already talked about it. So just a little disclaimer. I have not read the manga for Academia. I'm an anime only watcher. So the final season is dropping in next year, I think. So I'm gonna be watching that. So if I skip anything, just know I'm skipping it because I haven't seen it yet. I'm not trying to get spoiled. Okay, so I'm gonna watch majority of this little thing, and then any type of manga panels, I'm skipping it immediately. Okay, understand? It's just I don't get spoiled. All right, that's just what it is.
Uno, with a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight, no matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo like to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like...
Okay, Izuku Midoriya, 16, 24 plus, okay, well. 5'6", expression teacher, part-time hero, aliases. There are spoilers here, but whatever, fine, fuck it. This is one for all hero. Deku possesses 7 quirks. Favorite food is katsudon. Rent interests. One of them. Wait, what?
All Might, but even his idol told him that he would have to give up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk, until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One For All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific US locales, and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks, One For All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow, on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though. Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One For All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One For All could cause their body to explode, so Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka
That's
to
a tough
turn
power,
his
bruh.
zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital bill, he developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All For One, All Might would be forced into retirement. just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this Demon Lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One for All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master. One for All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All for One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and
Quirks, One for All, Gear Shift, Fajin, Danger Sense, Black Whip, Smoke Screen and Float, Costume, Zeta, Air Force, Gloves, Mid Gauntlets, and Iron Souls.
restrain foes. They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air, he can effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react.
All these powers for One for All is dead broken, bro. Well,
tell him specifics like
I'll say too
location or
broken,
number of
but
threats. Familiar.
combined with like just like his smash,
Create a smoke
yeah,
screen.
it could be pretty
But he
broken.
can use it at full blast to create a bigger smoke screen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with Full Cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All for One's own protege Shigaraki
That's
couldn't
so
track
broken,
him.
bro.
And this is a dude who can catch light speed lasers.
That's dead broken. That bro. 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 That's actually a solid. That might actually be a solid counter to Spider-Man. I'm not gonna lie to you, but force to transfer his vestiges for overall to the opponent to directly attack their soul. He loses one of his quirks each time he does it. Most cards they just simulate DNA.
Does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed.
Hold on. How much longer do you have for this? I'm not getting to pull this, okay.
Suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One for All was suffocating.
Okay, we're still doing good. Ultimate for All's full potential became the number 4 here. Okay. Anyways.
Admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that Demon Lord back in hell, his
Okay. Alright. Well, alright. I'm not looking. 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 I'm not looking.
Hello, it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin.
Okay. Alright.
.gg. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Spoilers. I ain't see anything. I ain't see anything, bro. I ain't see nothing.
Huh?
The Jeweler Olympics.
Yo! You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
All right, new guy. First lesson? Don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware!
Let's try that one more time. Guess who?
my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that. Oh, mierda.
Jesus.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out. Because I always do my best.
If I'm gonna do my best,
Oh
I gotta
shit.
do my own thing.
Sarah was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Your
Amazing
quirk.
is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
Oh shit.
Psycho.
Go beyond!
Oh fuck. GG. GG.
Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
KO!
Oh. Okay then. Yo, like I said, look, I'm not mad at I'm not mad at it. Cause like I said, I did say, how comic books be heroes, they have like OP version of them and shit like that, I don't think they, I don't really think they probably use this type of case, but I did say, look, that vibranium suit, it could absorb like, shocks and shit. So I mean, I kind of saw that coming. So in a way, I did kind of see that happening. I ain't gonna lie. My main question was like, was his suit strong enough to absorb like, All for One's like, attacks, or sorry, One for All's attacks? Which, like I said, it did. Vibranium was strong enough to absorb Hulk's punches.
Vaya con Dios, run your
Oh, no.
moving.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers, which matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The spider sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings.
While Miles is the herald and super spider god at NSC is largely a supportive mentor and Dr. Congress on Miles' behalf. Where Miles' status as a herald could theoretically grant him spiritual protection from being attacked by One for All's vestiges.
And threats than danger sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles' invisibility was harder for Danger Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fa-Jin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest.
Spoilers.
Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
When Deku defeated all...
Okay.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all. So the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the...
Exactly. See, that's exactly what I was saying. That was the design factor. If his suit... Spoilers? Okay. Alright, if his suit was strong enough to absorb, like, Deku's attacks, then, yeah, Deku can't really do shit. It's kind of like you know, it kind of nullifies everything. But...
Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast. It had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All for One than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpowered battle, it was as...
Such a jeweler. Bro, Zeno, I'm trying to hear the explanation a little bit, bro. That's why I said give me some timestamps that way I can know exactly where the shit is. You say spoiler, I don't know how far I'm supposed to skip into it. Wait, who did he get straight to?
It could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story
What's
is...
coming?
The winner is Deku.
Well, I mean...
Next time on Death Battle.
Can't say that's rules then. Because I don't know when it's coming. You take spoilers, it could be in the next 5 seconds or 10 seconds or 3 seconds. Like, it's just, that's not like a... Like, I don't know when that's happening.
Subscribe.
Oh my god. Hulk versus Godzilla. Holy shit. Okay, that's fire. That's fire. Good video though. I guess I can see why people have an issue with this death battle. But this fight started out Miles appearing in the comment panel and then appearing in the manga panel. So wait. So Deku won the fight then. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, I'm so confused. So wait, what the fuck? Wait. Okay, that's so odd because literally at the end of the fight it looked like Spider-Man won. So Deku won that shit? What the fuck? When it comes to get spoiled, he exploded himself. I think he actually I thought it was like a fucking yeah, he exploded, but I think he self-destructed himself. I thought I usually know when he absorb shocks and shit like that, he can retaliate and shit. I think that shot killed. I didn't think that that explosion killed him. Let me go back to the end of that fight real quick. I gotta relook at that. Hold up.
My best. I gotta do my own thing.
Sarah was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit. Go beyond!
Okay, from the way that looked, it did look like he countered him with the fucking explosion. But I didn't think the explosion killed him, like, in that type of sense. Because from looks of this, it's like, well, then I guess that's just... I guess I see. Okay, that's what the manga panel was for then. Okay. Alright. My mistake. So, Deku actually won that then. Oh, okay, so that I was right about my prediction. Alright. Makes sense. Glad that got clarified.